is about to leap into action. We've got a problem with the start lights.
Delayed start.
A delayed start. So we've got an issue.
Extra formation lap.
And another formation lap. So the flashing orange top left of screen.
So maybe this is due to no green flag to clear the grid, because we didn't see a green flag person.
Second verse is the same as the first. Let's do it again in duplicate. Drop the clutch and McLaughlin gets away very nicely. Waters drops in. Van Gisbergen tries to force the issue down the right-hand side of the road. He might actually be there. Look at LeBrock up on the outside. He's doing what Shane did last weekend. It is McLaughlin with LeBrock on the outside, and he's grabbed him. Waters is making a good argument of this on the run towards turn 2, and he's got Van Gisbergen awkwardly parked on the dirty stuff, but Shane stays there and holds on to third.
Nice start, Jack LeBrock, beautifully positioned. He learnt from Van Gisbergen's move last week. He got away with it. He moved it out, ran around the outside, and he's able to grab second spot. Van Gisbergen and Waters were playing hardball. There you go. We've got at least 3, maybe 4. Actually, it's probably more than 4 near the back, but they get through.
Motorsport Australia race control that the race has been reduced to 31 laps so that everybody's aware up and down the lane. They all monitor the race management channel. So Rick Kelly turned, I'm assuming has been tapped. Wouldn't be the sort of place that he'd just knowingly spin the car, I wouldn't have thought. And is there more to the story? Typically there is in this business, and in this instance it's Todd Hazelwood, so that'll need to be unpacked to understand a bit more about it. Here we are riding with Rick. This is in the new turn 6. Bang, there's the tag. But how far up was he? No further action. Rick Kelly and Todd Hazelwood for the incident we saw at turn 6.
A lot of pressure on this stop now. Will they do rears or down one side?
Just about hit it to the millimetre perfect spot. That was an excellent stop.
Yeah, beautiful stop.
So that's showing 3.2, 0.6 of a second quicker than LeBrock, and there's Jack in the background. So that actually ended up being a bigger gap at the end of it than they started with. They had 0.7.
Look.
Oh, actually, it did have a sneeze there for some reason, didn't it? I wonder what's going on there. Well, this might tell us more. Let's have a listen to this carefully.
Just here. That little engine issue we're hearing wasn't the pit limiter. Massive overrun there. That's some other brake going on there.
Or you get both pedals, or you miss a pedal. You know, that was a pretty substantial overrun, wasn't it? Now Waters sweating on the back of LeBrock. Yeah, so the confirmation came through. They don't think sometimes we've seen in the past couple of people have bumped the pit lane speed limiter inadvertently when they've got a big slide going and they've got a catch going, but for some crazy reason that thing just suddenly wasn't running on all 8, and what it's done is it's made him vulnerable now to Waters, who offers up a passing move early. Jack sees him, gives him racing room, and they're side by side to the next right-hander, and that'll fall in favour of Cam Waters. So 0.3 of a second is the official margin as they get towards the control line, and the 2 outfits studying the data themselves. So last lap for them both was a 16.7, separated by only 6/100ths of a second. Nice work by Scott McLaughlin. He lines it up out of the final corner, and Scott McLaughlin grabs the 100 points and continues the march towards the championship. The OTR Supersprint at the bend, and home by just a little more than 0.6 of a second. McLaughlin over Van Gisbergen. There was big pressure in the back third of that race, but there was no blinking from Scott McLaughlin, and he's done a fine job. Jack LeBrock 4th, Di Pasquale, Percat, Courtney, Winterbottom, Coulthard and Whincup. That was a great heavyweight battle between the trio.
It certainly was, and very professional drive by Scott McLaughlin. He was able to get the car off the line, position the car perfectly at the opening complex, turn 1, 2, 3. Jack LeBrock did a beautiful job to get around the outside of everybody, and then for whatever reason, his pace wasn't good enough in the race. Neither really was Cam Waters, so there was only one competitor who was able to genuinely take it to Scott McLaughlin this afternoon, and that was Shane Van Gisbergen.